Hello, Games Done Quick, people. This is Dan, God of Thunder. I'm just explaining the Nerf Blaster upgrades. Kind of explain what I'll be doing if you guys want me to do it. What I did at Sgdq and what I can do for Sgdq. Let me just move the camera down so you can focus on the blaster. I've already taken the screws off, so all of the screws are right there. The basic explanation, if in one sentence, is that it frees it up to allow for more powerful batteries to be utilized, and it kind of frees up some of the locks that are in place. Because this is a product aimed at small children. This is actually, I need to remember how that goes in. This is something I'd be taking out anyway. Wow, derp. That's going wonderfully. I would be removing that anyway. What that piece was, that just kind of popped out, sorry about that, was a lock that means that the gun cannot, the motors in this right here cannot rev up without a magazine installed. This is the magazine that comes with the Nerf Strife by default. Basically what I'd be doing is there would be several pieces that are moving. Everything up here would remain the same, but most of the work is back here. And I'll show you here. The biggest piece is there's this little plate that you can right below my finger. This is called a thermistor. What this is designed to do is designed to when there's too much power in the Nerf blaster, it shuts down. And if you notice, there's multiple wires running in and out of it, and right behind it is the battery tray. This thing would be removed, and I would have to redo the wiring for the blaster in order for it to work around the lack of a thermistor. Where everything normally wires into the thermistor, I have to resolder the wires and bypass that and go straight to the battery tray. Other portions of it that would be removed, the lock that was right here that just came out was that magazine lock that I do not utilize. This lock down here is actually a lock to keep the magazine in place. That's actually extremely important and would be staying in, because otherwise the magazine would just fall out. So there's nothing that would actually, when you push this in, this is a really awkward setup to do it. This groove right here clicks into that, and when you push the button, it comes out. That's the only lock that would stay in. There is a switch here. This is essentially a dead man switch. So when the blaster, there's an access door right where my thumb is, that if a dart gets stuck, you can actually go in and fish it out or push it through to whatever you need to do. It's also designed so when this button needs to be pressed downward through the door, having a little mechanism to do so, this thing needs to be pushed down in order for the motors to fire. That would be taken out. So the access door can be opened up. I'll just actually use a completed Nerf Strife to kind of demonstrate. This doesn't have any batteries in, but this door here is what can be opened up. It does mean that you can get in there, but it's just another lock that frees up a couple of grams of weight, making it a little bit of a lighter package and frees up its operation. The other thing that would be done, this trigger, there's the trigger filing. This trigger here would be filed down. This little nub here would be removed. Just file it away the way the trigger can be actually pulled freely without any sort of restrictions on that. And all these plastic moving parts here, the portions here that right there you see, and right here, would be lubricated with white lithium grease. What that does is that it just frees up the operation. White lithium grease is very good for projects like that, especially like this where I wouldn't be in a position to do constant maintenance. White lithium grease lasts for a damn long time, and while it's not the most optimal grease on the planet, it's designed for light industrial use. So for that kind of purpose, it's perfectly satisfactory. Now, the blaster is essentially designed to, I'm going to put that back, free up operation for use of heavier batteries. And the batteries in question would be these here. These are called Trustfire. These are Trustfire batteries, and they are 3.7 volt batteries. Sorry, I don't know if that's coming to focus. Come on. There we go. This is a C920 camera, but I lack some of the skill of you other guys with regards to video making and streaming in general. There would be three 3.7 volt batteries and one dummy battery. 4 Trustfire batteries is liable to burn out the motors extremely quickly because it's not designed to take that. So this is just a blank ultracell dummy battery. All it does is it completes a circuit, electrical circuit. So let me open up this here. And all I have to do is just install batteries and make sure it's in a configuration that will work. Because these are not the same design of standard Duracell alkaline, there we go, that will work just beautifully. So a typical blaster, the rev trigger basically warms up the motors and it revs that up and it goes there. And you can hear that that's a lot louder than a typical off-the-shelf blaster. And actually, if you're feeling it, you can actually feel this thing vibrate quite violently. It's controllable. It's you may not be able to use it all day, just holding it all day. But for an 18-round magazine like this, which is an aftermarket Nerf product that I bought, it'll work just fine. For the 6-round magazine, which is what is included in the Strife package, here, and it comes with 6 darts, it's more than sufficient, and the batteries it doesn't put enough stress on the motors for it to be a concern. So that is essentially what this is. And unlike the regular package, where if the access door is opened, you cannot rev the blaster. No longer an issue now, as you can see. You can pull the trigger. So just as a demonstration, this does not move except through brute force like that, which is not designed to. Because of some working on some of the modifications for that, it is designed to be locked in place as a safety precaution. And this is something you can't feel. Because it's on video, obviously, but there is a much smoother trigger pull because this has been lubricated down with white lithium grease. If you guys have any questions or concerns for me, please let me know. For Sgdq 2015, I actually donated basically a copy of this with this. This was the entire package I donated with 6 darts, brand new. For Sgdq, because at the time of Sgdq I was unemployed, for Sgdq, I can do something like this. I can do a couple of these, although the more orange and white is probably the more common color configuration that I would run into. Or if you guys want me to work on the larger Nerf Rapid Strike, which is an 18-round automatic, similar operation, but instead it's like an assault rifle build, or something similar to that, please let me know. You can either send me an email at blazedestin, BLAZEDESTIN, @gmail.com. You can send me a message through the SDA forums at username Dan God of Thunder, or you can go ahead and send me something on Twitter. That would be also at Dan God of Thunder, or just send me a Twitch message, twitch.tv/Dan God of Thunder. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day.